Hello, everybody at home. This is not deja vu. This is round number 2. Well, technically round number 3 of this tournament, but round number 2 between these young ladies. And this is not in the finals. This is winner's side, round 3 of the 18 and under girls 9-ball division this year in Quincy at the BEF Junior National Championships. Players are just getting warmed up. Sophia hitting a couple balls. Ed Ladawi will shortly announce the match in the arena. Give you guys a little bit of time at home to catch the match live, but if you're watching a replay, go ahead and fast forward until you see the lag or until you see Ed's pretty face. We're ready, baby. We're ready. All right. Sharkter. Shane Tyree bringing in the promotional material, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Looks good.
Stop.
Live.
Microphone's tied to it, so. Untape it? Or
Ooh, Savannah might be feeling it. She's moving a little bit too.
Yep. Paid for something.
We are ready, Eddie.
What?
you're shrinking.
Well, I have a little bit.
Like that?
Yeah. I still pick up a couple pounds.
Microphone just stopped working as he walked away. We'll have to probably just pick it up on the room mic out there.
But he's still gonna announce that one for you.
He's out with Ashley Benoit playing One Pocket somewhere.
Good afternoon, pool fans tuning in from around the world. Thank you for joining us once again here at the 2025 Billiard Education Foundation Junior National Championships. We are coming to you live from Quincy, Illinois at the Oakley Lindsay Center for the 3rd consecutive year. A wonderful venue and gracious hosts they have been once again. Without further ado, let's bring you this matchup once again. These two ladies coming to you now in our 1800 division for 9-ball. Our no-strangers arena. Let's see who takes it down this time. No further ado. First up, to my right, coming to us from Las Vegas, Nevada. She's a BEF 8-ball champion, 9-ball champion, 10-ball champion, and 14.1 champion. Sponsored by Brunswick Q&K Sukazi, 3 second cases in town. It's the Roadrunner, Savannah EASTON. And their opponent, getting out again in this event, coming to us from Tampa, Florida. She's the Junior World 10-ball champion, the 2023 Texas Open champion, and our recent eight-ball champion, yes, eight-ball champion. Hard to keep track with all these titles and these girls. Sponsored by All Houses, JP Shower, and Jam Up Apparel, it's the Pink Dagger, Sophia, MAST. Our official referee for this match will be Angela Williams. And on commentary, we have Collins Newey, as always, and special guest, the Dragon Lady, Melissa Helen. Ladies, may approach the table to laugh for a break. Good luck and shoot well.
Take it away, girls. Melissa Helen, interesting to have you in the booth for this match because you've played the girl on the left there twice in the last 24 hours, right?
No,
Just once.
just once.
Oh, I thought you ran into her twice.
Mm-mm.
My apologies.
Just once.
How'd it go?
Well, I don't want to talk about it. No.
Okay. That's fair.
Fair.
Yeah. I heard she's been playing pretty good all around lately.
Yeah, she really is. She's got a great game, great fundamentals. It's a pleasure to play her. It's a pleasure to watch both of them, actually, as they've progressed into their career. And I just look forward to 20, 30 more years of watching them compete and go head-to-head against each other, right?
Yeah. It is going to be a long time because I don't see any slowing anytime soon in their interest in the game. They're both completely obsessed. And they have been for the last 4 years, at least. So next door, Ed is announcing the match on the TV table for the USA Pool Championships, the Masters USA Pool Championships. Max Eberly just sent Justin Bergman packing on the bubble. So Justin Bergman did not cash in this 10-ball tournament.
Wow.
And now Max Eberly is going to be playing Sam Henderson. And I think Sam Henderson was the player in the 9-ball tournament that sent Max to the rail.
No.
So a little bit of drama over there. Should be a really good match. 10-ball, obviously the break is a little bit more straightforward than the 9-ball format that they were playing the last few days. So you should see a pretty high level of quality as far as play goes on that table over there. Well, both these tables, really. So there is one subtle difference to your typical template rack 9-ball, though, that we're playing on this table here. This is the first time that these girls will be playing 9 on the spot, breaking from the box in a junior national championship.
Okay.
So since the WPA has adopted that rule, although it is a slightly different box than Matchroom uses, they have adopted the same rule. I believe, though, in the junior divisions, there's no 3-point rule on the break.
Okay.
Like there was for the men's division or the adults divisions in 9-ball. So
that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of the typical 9-ball that we've seen with a template rack as it's developed over the years, it's just become like a run-out game. We're going to get to see a little bit more of a strategic game, a little more safeties.
Yeah. Savannah instantly going offense mode and leaving herself really far away from the 1-ball, jacked up.
Yeah, she caught that combo a little funny.
Yeah, she's looking to play, it looks like 3 rails and up underneath this 6-ball.
Hard to control that ball jacked up like she was.
Yeah.
I actually like, instead of that shot, maybe actually sending the 1-ball, like banking it down and kind of in, like behind the pack a little bit.
I see. Yeah. Oscar just did a big session with her over the last, 2 weeks ago, talking about a lot of subtleties in the safety game, like moments like that, I'm sure. Yeah. So.
Well, he would be one of the best to teach safety games, right?
Yeah, he is very, very smart.
The only one better, I think, might be Pops. Ernesto's safety game is world class.
It's a little ridiculous, actually. There's a match on my channel over on Post Up between Ernesto Dominguez and Angelo Ines
Mhm.
about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fantastic race and some of the best safety play I think I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
It's a really good match.
Yeah, I love watching Ernesto play safe. See, that's a nice containing shot here. We'll see if Savannah has a piece of it. If not, she's gonna have to kick at it. If she kicks at it, though, she's got a good chance to actually leave this safe, especially if she clips that 3-ball thin, just sends it right into the 5, and the cue ball can go back up table.
Right. That's even catching it thin either way. Like if she catches it thin after the first rail or catches it thin after contacting the second rail, it could turn out good. But she's...
So if she's got a piece of it, she might try to stick it behind the 5 here.
Use the 5 to stop the cue ball, sends the 3-ball past the 9, doesn't quite get there. I think Sophia's got a straight in here. Or semi-straight.
Yeah.
Straight enough.
These longer shots are a little bit. They've been testers on these tables, right?
Yeah, the tables are snugging up. The first day they were here, they were very, very loose. But even just playing on them a little bit yesterday, they're playing a lot tighter than they were when we got here. Unless you hit the middle of the pocket. If you hit the middle of the pocket as if it's a hanger within 2 practice strokes.
Yeah. That's what teenage eyes will do for you.
Well, just do it like that every time. It's easy.
Easy. This game is easy.
It's wild.
Like she shot that like, no sweat, no problem. She go a little too far here. I think she can pull it back here and leave herself essentially the same angle. She wants to have an angle on the 6, not be too straight in, not be on the rail.
I like committing to getting to the rail. Yeah. It just kind of gives me like I feel like I have more feel for the speed on the shot if I'm going to make contact with a rail.
Mm-hmm. Going for that extension. It's very helpful. If people out there don't have them, I suggest them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's interesting. I don't think I would have hit it that hard, but that's going to work out perfectly.
It's always little spots like that where I want to ask these kids, like, was that what you were anticipating, like coming up with this, like going to the other side of the 8, because whether you end up on the side or the corner, you're still rolling back towards the 9? Maybe that's the thought process, or maybe she just wanted to hit the ball the way she felt comfortable at the speed she felt comfortable. You know, like that's
I
the
think
question.
she wanted to let that stroke out, which again, you know, I've noticed, and again, we're playing 8 ball, so it's sometimes you don't get to let the stroke out as much. But
you were talking about the last couple days.
When you're trying to like kind of finesse the balls because of the humidity and everything, the tables play a little tricky. So I like that she went for that full out stroke and said, okay, I know I'm going to come into this pattern, and I might not be able to play. I might not know exactly where it's going, but I know I'm going to have an open shot to it. I think that was a smart.
Well, it certainly worked. It certainly worked on the 2 most difficult shots of the rack.
Yeah. That
being the first shot, and then that shot on the 6 ball. I think it was the 6 that she cut in the corner there and went around the table. But first game goes to Sophia MAST. And was that a break and run?
No. Savannah played safety.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's tough for me to keep track of. Watching
well, you've been watching a lot of pool.
Hundreds of racks in a week, you know.
I don't know how you do it.
You just settle in, girl. You just settle in.
Now, I am sure that Oscar worked with her on this break, right?
Yes.
Given that it's similar to the Matchroom format. Yeah. She put that cue ball right over to the side, just like she's supposed to, although she didn't make a ball.
No, and another longer, straightish 1 ball to start things off for Sophia.
If she has an angle to follow, I looked for her to follow this, but she might be just too straight. Ideally, she wants to be back, more straight on that 2 ball. If she stays on that side of the table, she's going to have a real tough time making the 2 on the side and getting position to the 3.
Yeah, she's going to have to really get into this ball. Hi-ya.
Oh, maybe too much. Maybe too much.
Now it's a stun
too
shot.
bad.
Yeah, now it's a stun shot. Lay on the long rail. How do you get back down to the 4, though?
I don't think she's going to stun it. Looks like, oh yeah, she's just rolling. Ooh, 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 ooh. She doesn't want to get jacked up here. This is a little bit tough, right?
Yeah,
She's
oh
not
yeah.
that tall. Neither
No.
one of them are tall.
Yeah, and it's really difficult to get to the left side of the 4 where it's playable. So you're really just trying to make this ball, get a good look at the 4 ball so you can send it up table and use all these balls in the, to her left here. Use all those balls as cover.
Mm-hmm.
And she got nice and close too, so it's going to be a lot easier to judge the speed of the cue ball and the exact cut on the 4 ball.
I'm impressed with how aggressive she is staying through it, like the stroke.
Mm-hmm.
How aggressive she is getting through it. That's nice to see. It gets easy to kind of start to push balls around. Like,
Oh, she sent the 4 in here. Okay.
she got to go.
Yeah, interesting.
Actually, I think she got there.
I think it's a little bit easier this way to get safe after making the kick. Not that it's easy, but like a little bit more doable, where if it was the opposite, where if say if the 4 ball was out there where the cue ball is, or on that side of the table, and you left the cue ball in all these balls in the traffic, even if you make contact on the ball out there in open real estate, the odds that you sell out or your opponent sells out a shot back to you are a little bit higher, I would think. Where
Yeah.
here, you see this? See where the 4 ball's tracking?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Savannah didn't quite get there, but with all that traffic nearby, it's just a little bit higher odds to leave less.
Yeah. She might have left her a 4-9 here, although I would look for Sophia to play safety if she doesn't. Yeah. I was going to say, I see a. But
Well, jump shot incoming, unless she can't reach.
she might actually have given her a window. She's looking. But Savannah is so proficient with the jump cue, I can't imagine she's not going to pocket this ball. If she has to jump it.
It's only about the reach. Can she reach it?
She's looking at it like she might not even have to. There you go. But she doesn't have to elevate that much. I mean,
Right.
Look at it.
She's only got to get over like a quarter ball.
Yeah. Actually, that's how she beat me last night. Literally, she jumped the 8 ball in.
There you go.
She's so good with the jump cue. I appreciate that. Yeah. That might as well have been like straight in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's really manageable to play position off of as well. So she played really nice speed. Who's in the booth? It's Melissa Helland, the legend.
In my own mind. That's actually going to work out pretty okay. That's a little bit of a fortunate roll there, right?
Yeah, to
bump.
kiss off the other ball and
I like that. She got up. She's taking her time. She didn't feel comfortable. She reset a little bit.
that'll work.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't think she had the angle to go into the 9. Okay.
God, she is so good at judging secondary collisions.
Mm-hmm. I think she might play safe here, Collins. No?
Might play safe.
Oh,
You
I
could,
thought
you
she
should
was
be able
looking
to.
at it.
I think you should be able to follow here with just a touch
Yeah.
of inside. Come to
Yeah.
the right side of the 8 ball.
If not,
Might not
maybe
even
run
need
into
the
it.
inside.
Oh, she's just going to play up top. Okay.
Yeah. Jeez,
Beautiful.
Louise, it's like it couldn't go anywhere else.
You like that though? That's like a stun follow instead of a. That way she gets to put the good stroke on it.
Right, it's a confident stroke.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
That dead center cue ball just above stun.
There you go. Neither one of them showing weakness yet. No nerves or anything. They both look like they're out there. Two little warriors, two little gladiators going to battle.
I think actually, because of these two girls, at least from what I've seen so far on the table, this is my first year out of 4 that the standard of play amongst the top girls is currently noticeably higher than the standard of play amongst the top boys. Now, that being said, in previous years with the top boys, we've had guys like Eric Roberts, we've had guys like Joey Tate, Adrian Prasad,
Landon
Hollingsworth, of course, right? But both these girls are in the mid to high 600 Fargo range, but I would certainly say that their actual level of play is probably somewhere closer to 700 these days. They're just so consistent with so many important parts of the game, and the only thing that they really fairly consistently struggle with is this part right here, the break.
Like controlling the
yeah. Trenton White, we've had. I mean, that's just a number of names. The names off the top of my head
right?
that we had. You know, I mean, there's a lot of young men that have aged out recently that were very, very strong players. Sam Henderson's another one, obviously. So.
Payne McBride,
yeah.
Lazarus.
Actually, the Martinez brothers, I think, only came
1 year.
1 year, my first year. And I think it was only Lazaro that was there. Just finding the pocket and getting a nice little kiss off the 7 ball. Fairly certain this ball still goes.
Looks like it. Just giving a little. If she does have to like masse it and turn it in, then at least she'll still have a decent shot on the 4, you know? Sometimes you can kind of masse them in, but it'll take it away from like your next shot, but I think she'll be all right. Yeah. Gotta watch out here. The 9 ball can play big here. She doesn't want to run into it.
These types of shots, I kind of like letting out my stroke and going all the way to the other short rail.
I do
and
too.
Coming back down, like just to make sure I can follow that tangent line a little bit longer to take the 9 out of the equation.
You mean go to the side rail? There you go.
Just like this, yeah.
Just like this. That's exactly how I.
And the reason she played it that way is just because of the location of both the 7 and the 9. Just to make sure I don't have to worry about any kind of traffic, no collisions, and I've got a nice path to a good shot line on the 5 ball.
She's going forward, and I wonder if she's going to try and play the 7 on the side. I don't.
She's coming around it.
Good.
This
perfect.
is nice center table.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I don't really like queuing it up for the side because if you come funny, it's going to be hard to get position
like
to the 8.
If the shot line is here, pardon me, and you end up down here, all of a sudden you got to start sending the cue ball up here and spinning it and doing all kinds of crazy things to get on the 8.
That's why I appreciate the aggressiveness of the shot from
yeah.
Good. Look at this, leaving herself an angle.
God, they're both playing so good.
You know, the thing about both of them too, they're both just so polite, well-mannered. They're great with the fans. They're pleasures to be around, both of them.
Their energy too, they're so fun and playful, you know? But then when they get on the table, when they get on the table in a tournament competition, they just turn into little. I mean this in a complimentary way, so I understand
careful.
people don't like words for whatever reason. They turn into little psychopaths. They just want to win. They just need to win.
Pretty little monsters.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean that from a like an envious position. You know what I mean? It's a very, very crucial mindset to have to play at the highest level.
They're both so fierce, and I don't know. I don't follow Sophia as much as I do Savannah, because Savannah's West Coast. I get more opportunity to interact with her, but she's been out there playing the Lucasi West Coast Tour, which I know you're familiar with, that the Dominguez family kind of runs. And I mean, she's just out there beating men. She's beating 700s. She's beating everybody.
She beat Adam Keeler
Mm-hmm.
down there in San Diego, playing this break format, by the way.
Yeah.
She played lights out in that match,
Yeah.
man.
So this is where, you're talking about the break, right? I mean, Sophia just had a break and run, but I think Savannah's come up dry twice.
Right.
So that's going to be difficult. You give up control of the table right away. And if Sophia can convert, it's a big swing. Oh.
Yeah.
I think she took her eye off that one a little bit and was focused too much on the cue ball.
All right, where are you laying up here?
Maybe bank the one ball down table and try and hold that cue ball down here, maybe even behind the 7 a little bit.
Yeah, you do have that line of balls, that being the... No, she tried to keep it simple, but she oversimplified it, I think.
Yeah.
I think a big portion of her lessons with Oscar was simplifying some spots. But you know how it is when you're learning a new skill and you're testing the limits of it. Sometimes you can take a concept a little bit too far.
Well, and I think sometimes you just have to play what is going to be a better percentage.
Yeah.
Not just for you to execute, but also for the other person to have to deal with.
Sure. See, this spot right here, it looks like she should be able to bank the one past the 9 here.
Mm-hmm. Put that cue ball maybe over by the 8 ball. If she
Anywhere
can.
on the left you would think should be good
Cue
because...
ball over by the 8, as long as the 1 doesn't hang up in front of it.
Yeah.
The thing about Oscar, the thing about his father, right? They'll play shots like that, but they are very conscious of where they're going to put that cue ball.
Yeah.
And I think it's a containing the way she does it, and the way they do it is just a little bit more precise, and that's where experience and knowledge is going to come in.
Right.
See, these are just a little loose.
Yeah.
It's hard though. It's hard to remember that they're how old? 15 and 17?
15 and 17, yeah.
And that Savannah's been playing effectively 3 years now? 2.5, like
4 years.
I think she started when she was 12, right? She was 15?
The first year that I covered her was, I guess it was 3 years ago in June. Because this is the 4th one that I've covered. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 years ago in June. So yeah, just over 3 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, they are little psychopaths, as you said.
Exactly. Yeah, right.
Oh, what's going on here? She's not even going to try and kick at this. She's going to tie up the 7, put it up by the 8.
Yeah. Ooh, she got a second kiss there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes ball in hand. Yeah, Sophia won last night.
I don't, I think Savannah's still going to try and run out here, but she has an opportunity to play a really good safety here and go for potentially even the 3 foul.
With what did you have in mind? With the 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ball in hand, she could have snugged that right up behind the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. She's gonna go aggressive, and I
In those
appreciate
spots
that.
too, you can also send the one maybe like not super close to the 9, but like
Mhm.
in that general area. So
Mhm.
maybe you get lucky with a 9-ball combo as well
Yeah.
if you get ball in hand. But she's just so good at running out. It's like, why not?
Well, I mean,
I can't get out, so I play the safe.
sometimes it's not even just when somebody takes an intentional foul, like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you 3-foul them, it almost becomes like demoralizing to the other person.
Sure,
like you
sure.
made them pay for a bad decision, I guess,
Sure.
or not a bad decision, but you made them pay for that decision.
Pay for
so.
their decision. Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. The way she moves the cue ball is so confident. It's so like controlled and feels.
Mhm.
It just feels so automatic.
Is there anything, Collins, that you do like every day of your life? Because I
I'm
bet
pretty
you're
good at putting windows in.
I was gonna say you're probably pretty confident at that.
I'm
I
pretty
watch
good.
you over here like a maestro, just playing this control board and everything
Sure.
like a fiddle. So confidence comes with repetition, and she
Yeah,
plays so much
exactly.
pool. You gotta be just impressed by the amount of hours and dedication she puts in. This is interesting. What do you think? Forward?
I think with this specific angle, forward.
Yeah,
You got to really blast this ball though.
you do.
Coming up short.
Yep.
Actually, my instant gut feeling was actually to try to come back and forth just above the 9, because if you put a touch of outside on that ball,
Mhm.
it felt like it wanted to come up this way, but then you flirt with the side pocket.
You do. I was gonna say it was actually kind of a thick hit for that. Like
Sure.
you could hit it, you could still come short, but
This is a good shot.
that's a perfect shot. I think as long as she gets there, she might be able to catch a piece of it.
Even if she can catch a piece of it, what can you do with it? She's measuring something up. Oh, she's measuring up the kick because she's got the full eclipse.
And she got the hit, but that's not gonna
Yeah.
cut
And
it.
this is kind of similar to the point that I was making about the safe in the last game that was played.
Probably not.
When you have so much open real estate with the ball that's being hit, there's really good odds that they end up selling out. So
There you go.
great shot.
There we go. 2-2. It's just a battle. It's an enjoyable battle.
We just gonna keep on fighting.
The arena looks so good. All the digital scoreboards and everything.
Yeah, it feels
They
like
did
a
a great
real.
job.
It feels like a real prestigious event this year. Like they
It
did
is a real prestigious event.
Well, you understand what I mean by that. It's been a work in progress
do.
over the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's really building into something that feels a little bit larger than life,
I'm gonna say what my husband told me when he saw the arena. They need more American flags.
Yeah. What, this isn't enough for him? America. One ball goes just above the side this time. No ball down in the corner, no kisses. Savannah with the first look this time.
Does she go aggressive, or does she?
She's looking at
No, she's
banking
thinking
it
of safety?
down, yeah. Those two balls are a fairly large window for cue ball speed. If you can find the right cut on the one ball to send it to the best part of the table there on the right side of the 9 ball. She's coming up short.
She's
But
gonna get there with the 9.
Gonna get there just a bit.
Yeah. I think she was looking to see if she could catch just a piece of the 1, but I think she's gonna have to kick at this.
It looks like the 6 is not in the way of the 1 rail escape. She is elevating here, though. Great contact. What's going to happen here? Look at this.
Yeah.
Almost hooking her back, but
This is like a tester, not a tester, but like
you
know
firing
she
at
wants
this
to.
ball?
You know she wants. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
But you know she wants to. A little bit.
Yeah, bank the one to the left side of the 8 ball on the short rail. Send the cue ball at this 5 ball. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Feels really natural. It's almost like a half ball hit, maybe a little less than a half ball hit. She's going behind the 7 even further.
7.
Ooh.
I don't think she got it though.
No.
And here's the thing with this 1 ball. You can cut it and you might actually, you got a chance to, if you hit a little fat, you actually might make the 8. And since it is 9 ball, that would count, right? Because there's not call shot.
Yeah, you could shoot it 5 balls at once if you want.
Nice.
Just make them all in one shot.
I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, she went for safety. Ooh, get past it.
What a great idea.
Another safety here. I like trying to get it behind the. Oh, she went for a cut, and she had a really good opportunity actually to snug that right up against the to the 4 ball.
She got away with it. She got a nice little bounce out of the pocket, and I think that she covered the side of the 1 ball that's safe to hit. Maybe the left side of the 1 ball, a large portion of that ball is a scratch in the corner.
Yeah. Wow,
oh my gosh! To get that ball to hang up.
She got away with 1 there for sure.
Little head scratch as she walks to the table. Let's see what's going on here with this jump shot. This is makeable with position.
It is.
It's not a hanger by any stretch. But
It is tough though, because the 1 ball, like the one she's trying to hit, is a little slightly closer to the 7 than the 2 ball. She's got to jump far.
She needs
to land on the 1 ball.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Didn't get over it. She
And I think there's a
hesitated the stroke,
1-9.
worrying about hitting it too hard.
And look at this 1-9 combination.
Oh, what do you think?
I think with ball in hand, that 1-9 combination is pretty on.
This angle, it looks less like a smaller pocket in the side, but this angle looks pretty good.
Doesn't look like she's going to play it. I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Feels like everything in this rack lays in the first 2 or 3 shots anyway, and as we know, once you have ball in hand, usually it's wow, look at this.
If she got there,
She did not get
tight.
there. She did not get there.
No.
I was going to say with ball in hand, we usually take a while to get. Oh my gosh, did she get there?
I think she got there.
Wow. With ball in hand, it usually takes a few shots to get out of line anyway, so.
Well, it only took 2.
The nerves on that one.
She's okay though. I mean, you do have to, ideally you just want everything to be natural. And here you're going to have to put a little bit of inside on it because you want to stay above the 5. Oh, there's a 4 ball.
Yeah, 4
I'm
balls
sorry.
here. Yeah. I know we're so used to playing on gray felt or gray cloth. Lately, anyway, it's the 4 on blue cloth looks a lot darker than it actually is.
Yeah. Interesting here. See what she does. Yee. I like aggressive. I mean, it was the right way to play above that ball, but guess if you're just gonna make balls all the time,
Yeah. If you're just going to be able to cut them in everywhere, don't matter.
then precise precision, I can't say it.
Precise position.
Precise position is
Precise precision
Yeah.
on your position.
Look at this. She's uh-oh. Ooh. Nope, she's all right.
Don't matter. That's what I always say. Don't even matter.
Don't matter if you don't miss.
Oof, this is just going to work out. Oh my gosh.
You know what I appreciate? She didn't give the hand.
We had a discussion about that last night, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, and I think I've mentioned this to you before, maybe off mic before, but especially in 9-ball, because luck is so inherent in the game. I mean,
The hand is just not necessary.
I don't think
I
it's
get
necessary.
lucky, you get lucky, everybody gets lucky.
Exactly. So what I said to Mike was I tend to allow myself to celebrate a little bit without being rude. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Allow myself to be happy about the fortuitous roll, because when it happens to my opponent, it's a lot less annoying to me.
Yeah. But also, I mean, let's be really clear. I think Sophia would admit it. She didn't mean to hit
No.
that 9-ball and then get lucky
No.
and get position, right?
Yeah.
So she knows she got lucky. Savannah knows she got lucky. We all know
Everyone
she got a little
knows,
bit
yeah.
lucky, and that's okay, because that's 9-ball. But she made a great shot on the 6-ball. She made a great shot on the 5-ball. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you're playing well, you deserve a little love bump every now and then.
That's right.
A little shake of the head there. She's thinking about something.
Yeah. She always is.
We see them in the competitive arena and how fierce they are, which is wonderful. That's a good shot because you've got Sophia and her coach in the back there. So it is nice to get to know them outside of that and to remember that they are young girls. They have like great sense of humor. They giggle about things, like they laugh. It's so funny. I have a little stuffed capybara. It's like a little I don't know. It's like a little
it's like
hand
a giant
size.
hamster.
Yeah, but it's on my case. And then we played last night, and then at the very end, she's like, oh, "You have a capybara? That's like my favorite animal." So it was nice to see her outside of that competitive thing. And then we talked about all of our favorite furry animals.
Right. That's cute. She's
There you go.
Savannah is
2 balls
into
on the break.
Rubik's cubes these days.
Is she?
As well. She's into speed cubing. She says that she's done one in less than 10 seconds before, which is insane. I spent probably 3 years in high school, like fidgeting with Rubik's cubes constantly. Maybe a year and a half to 2 years, actually. But anyway, my fastest time was 17 seconds, and the difference between 17 and less than 10 is insane.
It's about 7 to 8 seconds.
Well, it's just like in pool, how like when you get down to,
Yeah.
you know, making so few mistakes, it's a lot more difficult to make less mistakes.
That's crazy. I watch people do that and like with the blindfolds and all that stuff. It's nuts. Wow. I don't know if that's what she meant to do, but that's like almost a perfect result.
And it's, yeah, she's got stun position or roll out position for the 4-ball.
I like a little bit of a stun because it's going to give her the right angle from the 4 to a 6.
Yeah.
You roll out and go
the
too
rail.
far.
She just caught the point.
Hard to see the angle from here. Cuttable? Maybe too stiff. What do you think, Collins? Oh, I think that was cuttable. She's
I
going
think
for
it
a
was
safety.
cuttable, yeah.
That's called turning the screws a little bit, right? Make somebody pay for a mistake that they made.
Mhm.
Just But Savannah's so proficient with the jump cue. This could backfire on her. She might have wanted to shoot that 3-ball, but she got to watch a scratch here if she does nuke it.
Jeez Louise, what? Was that the scratch that you thought of?
It was not. I was saying to pull it back in the side.
How unlucky can you get after making an unbelievable shot? It's just not fair.
That definitely was not the scratch I was talking about, but I feel like I might have put a little commentator curse on it there.
Yeah. That's crazy that she came off the 6 like that and double kissed straight into the corner pocket.
Yeah. Sophia just doesn't want to leave herself on the rail, and she needs to leave herself some angle here. She plays smart.
Yeah. I think it's been pretty consistent over at least the last couple years that the difference in style between the two and the way that they play, I think that overall, like if you were to set up like prop shots, like big stroke shots or whatever it is, you know, that Savannah might have the edge. But as far as like pattern play and picking apart the most efficient way to get through the rack, Sophia is just... She just thinks through the rack so naturally.
I know she's said, like, in the past her favorite game is 8-ball, and I think maybe that's what that comes from.
Maybe, yeah.
Because 8-ball, you really have to do kind of pick apart racks and navigate through balls, through traffic and congestion. So you have to know your patterns pretty well. But I think when Savannah is kind of on...
Oh, yeah. Her top gear is...
Yeah. And it's a fast kind of pace and everything, and it's really... It's kind of devastating.
It's oppressive, yeah.
Yeah. I've watched 700s, 720s, 750s like just fall apart playing her because of the pressure she puts on. So I don't think that's 3-3.
Oh, my apologies.
Yep.
I was reading the chat. My apologies. There's a conversation in the chat that's unrelated and borderline worth addressing, but we'll see where it goes.
I don't have a chat to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody being a little...
Well, number one rule in the chat is don't be selfish, you know? We all have different opinions, and it's not our job to educate other people on the internet, random other people in a chat room on the internet, and in order to feel morally superior. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think...
It's not?
Yeah, I know a lot of people, or there's a fair amount of people that treat that as their life's calling, but anyway, I digress.
It's the only reason I get on the mic is so I have at some point have an opportunity to correct you and feel morally superior.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you think? I think maybe cut this 1-ball back into the 4-4-2. Play safe.
Yeah, off the right side of the 1. Oh, she didn't even touch
out.
him. That's unlucky.
No, she's got her with the 5 though.
Yeah, that's surprising. She just cut it right past those balls.
Well, now we get to see Sophia with the jump cue.
I apologize, guys. I flubbed the score for a second. I think we have it right now. Sorry for confusing folks in the chat. Oh, did I just skip a jump shot? Sorry.
Collins.
I know. I know.
Well, it looks like she made it.
It looks like she made a great shot. I'm dogging it. You put me on behind the screen for too many hours, I'd dog it once or twice.
Somebody's asking who's in the chat with you. Well, this is Melissa Helen, but then somebody asked if it was Ava Lawrence, and I'm thinking, I'm so flattered to even be put in the same sentence.
Mhm.
Ava's one of my absolute favorite. She was one of my favorite players, and just one of my favorite people. And the world famous.
Yes,
Melissa
it
Helen.
is the world famous, the legend. 2-ball in the corner.
Yes.
Send it.
I just heard that Roberto Franco is going to be. I don't want to give anything away, but I might be seeing you soon, maybe in the Sacramento area. So I'm pretty excited about that.
What is this? A little soft, don't you think?
Yeah, you definitely want to be able to. You need to be able to hide a ball, otherwise.
Yeah, Savannah has given up a look on the vast majority of her safety attempts for this set so far.
See, I would like to see, like obviously that's a containing safety. I'd like to
Sure.
see Sophia though also, if Oscar plays that, he's going to hit a little bit thinner and he's going to actually try and get that cue ball to go up under like the 4-ball, right?
Sure, yep.
So just a hair more intention on some of these shots. That's all. I think she's going to let her see this one too. No. Unless there's a window there.
That would be wild.
You get a re-safety here? No. Savannah's going to have all of this.
Of the 3?
Oh, maybe not.
No, I think it's a full hook.
I thought she had it, and then Savannah looked at it and gave her little head nod or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Her
She
head
does.
nod of acceptance of the current situation. Okay, here we go. That 9-ball is far away. And she got over it. It's
That is
perfect.
sick. That is sick.
That is so ridiculous.
And now she's got a good chance for a safety here. Just in this, you just got to get the cover. Looks like that's going to be good.
Yeah. All right, Sophia, it's your turn to jump.
And she's going to. Now,
I like coming off the right side of the ball.
She's been doing these one rail kicks though, and pretty well. I feel like if you jump here, the opportunity to get safe is not as.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually think it's higher. Because the cue ball wants to stay up table, and the 4-ball wants to come down here and hit something. Unlucky for it to go back and forth like that and not hit anything.
I mean, when you're jumping, you just have to hit them so hard. It feels like
Sure.
it's gonna blast through that. I think though the way she's been kicking, if she catches it thin,
Sure.
the cue ball can come back down here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking come off the right side of the 4, about like she did. She probably could have gotten over the 5 while hitting it not quite as hard, but then usually hoping or expecting to hit something down table here with the 4-ball.
Yeah. All right, Savannah. Definitely needs this game. Key ball here is going to be the 5 to the 6. Uh-oh.
She's right behind the 9. She's
Yeah,
underhit
she is.
so many things.
I think she overhit that one or underhit that one?
I think she underhit it because the 6-ball's on the long rail.
It looked like she was getting up to go down to that end. Like she thought she was gonna shoot it from that side instead of over here, but.
Ball
That is
trying to come into play, and it does. When it rains, it pours. to take one of Mike's favorite cliches as of late.
I've seen both of these players though be down, take a break, and then come back. You know what I mean?
It happened last night.
Yeah. So. See, again, that's just smart right there. So many people, because the 6 ball's so close to the side, they want to try and like figure out a way to make the 5 and hold it for the 6, and then
Sure.
they get weird. And she's like, "That's not what the table's giving me. I'm going to take what the table's giving me, and I'm going to play a different pattern." I
Right.
appreciate that. See if she draws this back, or if she goes forward. If she goes forward, she has a pretty easy shot to get straight in on the. But I like drawing this back,
Me too.
playing it in the side. She just doesn't want to catch the point, but she avoided it, and she's going to be all good. And Sophia's going to take a big lead in this match.
Yeah. It is, after this 9 ball, a 2-5 race in alternate break. It's a pretty...
Yeah. I mean, at this
Tough
point, Savannah has to
deficit to
beat her
overcome.
5-1, yeah?
Savannah just stepped away for a break.
Yeah, it's a good job. Now, it's important to say that this is still a winner's side.
Of course.
And whoever goes on to win this match, the other person is not eliminated and will
And
still be in the tournament.
The other player needs to win one more match on the one-loss side in order to make it to stage 2,
Yeah.
that being the single elimination round. Or single elimination stage of the tournament. This 10-ball tournament that that Masters Chalk sponsored, the USA
There's a good match right there.
Pool Championships, is getting down towards the business end. They are in stage 2 right now. You can see there Ricky Evans now tied with Hunter Lombardo.
Where's my buddy? Oh, that's what
Oscar
I was looking
Dominguez tied 2 apiece with Jamison Gall, the youngster.
at. Is Jameson the one that beat Damian Pongpanic? Is that Jameson?
We can look.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. So we were talking. Damien introduced me to him and was praising his game and saying he plays higher than his Fargo a little bit. And he was saying they don't have a lot of Fargo events out where he lives. So
I would say, from what I saw last night or yesterday, at least in 8-ball, I would not be surprised if he has a fairly high gear, but during that 8-ball match, he played well.
Mm-hmm.
He had a tough opponent. But I would have thought that the 620 was pretty close,
Okay.
if you asked me after that match. But I
Wait,
could
8
understand.
Oh, because he's a junior.
Junior,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not a men's 8 ball.
I think he's
but
16
I gotcha.
or
Yeah.
17 or something. I think I remember
Gotcha.
it from last year, but solid player, but maybe rotation suits him. His play style, maybe. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think Damien said on his break he broke and ran like 3 or 4 out of the last.
That's
his last-
fantastic.
yeah. So.
Jameson lost in that tournament versus Sam Henderson.
Hard to judge
Oh my
somebody's
gosh,
speed
wait,
when.
Jameson beat Max Everly.
Yeah.
First round of that tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's cruising, baby. He is cruising. I mean, that basically means that Jameson beat Justin Bergman, because Max just beat Justin. No, I'm just kidding.
Transitive properties.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Transitive properties. That's so funny.
I told you. Genius.
Yeah. Here we go. We're back. One ball down. She has adjusted after that first break that she missed the one ball on very well.
But
Unfortunate. Yeah, to not have a look at the two here. And it's not really in a place where it's worth jumping, so she's going to be pushing here for sure.
She gave the universal hand sign for push.
Yeah. The get out. The Elaine Bennis.
Oh.
Get out.
Aren't you too young to know Elaine Bennis?
Oh my gosh, that show is one of the greatest shows ever made.
We're almost up. I'm going to be leaving in like 5 minutes. 5 minutos. So that, when she pushed out, I was actually going to, I'm sorry, I got talking to Mike over there, but I was going to say there's a great opportunity for a safety here behind the 5, and that is exactly what Sophia did. Sometimes, that push, you have to really think about what could happen to you if they take it.
Yeah, Chi-Town John or
Look at
Dawn, right back at you. What
Boom.
a shot! What
Boom,
a shot!
boom.
Chi-Town Dawn. That is exactly what happens when you make it to stage 2 of any of these events. If you make it there on the winner side, you are guaranteed in round 1 of stage 2 to draw a player from the one-loss side, and then it plays out single elimination from there.
All right, Collins, it's been a pleasure, but I do have a dinner date with April Larson.
Well,
so
enjoy. Any idea where you guys are going?
I believe it's a steakhouse, but I'm not sure where.
Okay.
So
Okay. Enjoy. Let me know how it is.
thanks
We're
for
looking
having
for
me.
good food, so.
And after tomorrow afternoon, I should be able to spend, if you'll have me, some more time with you.
Of
in the
course, yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Melissa. Another great hit from Sophia. Look at this. This little back and forth is a bit ridiculous. She is kicking back between this 8. Sophia just taking a look at sending that 2 ball up past the 5 and 4. Maybe put the cue ball near the 8. Oh, she went the other way. Yeah, a lot of separation there. Here comes the pogo stick again. She's played so well with it so far. Gets a lovely double kiss. Is she going to end up hooked? Of course. Look at this back and forth sequence here between these two girls. And I think we might be getting a look here at the first open shot after this series of kicks and safes and jumps and bobs and weaves. is off and running. As her fan base would say, beep beep. I think she's just looking there to see how she wants to cheat the pocket to either let the cue ball ride or cinch the cue ball back. She just keeps it simple. Really nice speed there. Little eye roll though. I know she got a little bit on the wrong side of the 7, but it shouldn't be an issue. That's it. Really nice. Sunrise greetings from Cambodia. Wow. Hugo watching from the other side of the planet. Savannah claws one back. Gotta grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Sophia finding the one ball a little bit high above the side pocket, but ends up pretty fortunate to leave the Roadrunner in a push-out situation. Looks like we're going to remove the rack. Oh, Savannah says, I don't mind pushing out. I guess they were just, I'm assuming they were asking Sophia if she doesn't mind if the push out happens before the rack is removed or something. I'm not sure. It's obviously not going to make a difference, and it'll make it a lot easier to remove the template. Because Sophia is now going to have the option to play this shot as it lies or force Savannah to take the shot. It was a big shot trying to swing her cue ball up behind the 7. Is she going to make it? Coming up just shy. When you push, do you have to leave a path to hit the ball? No, Bruce G. A push is directly after the break. The player at the table, whether it's the breaker who made a ball on the break or the person coming to the table because the breaker broke dry, the person that acts directly after the break can push out, where they can do anything they want with the cue ball. A single strike to the cue ball to move it anywhere on the table. Doesn't matter if it collides with another ball that's not the one ball or the lowest ball. And you can place the cue ball anywhere by doing that. And the incoming player has the option to shoot the shot as it lies or force you to shoot the shot that you pushed out to. Really small window to kick into here, and here goes the 1. Wow, and the 7 just moves out of the way so Savannah can see the 2-ball up table. That's a fantastic hit right there, and well-deserved position on the 2-ball. Hey, Juniper Rob, I'm just going to respond because you used my name. Whether or not anyone agrees with you on that point is irrelevant because this is a pool stream. And newsflash, some people in the world think that that's just a book. And I'm only saying that as a friendly olive branch to say, let's enjoy the game, and I'd love to keep you in the chat. I don't want to have to remove you. Good hit, but, well, actually fairly fortunate result. She going after the 6-ball here? We're just trying to send the cue ball up table. Oh, great shot. She used the 5 to stop the 3-ball. That's a great shot. She left an edge of it, but a little bit more difficult to control the outcome because the 5 and 8 are in the path or near the path of the cue ball. Where's Mike? Who knows, dude? That guy. Okay, so she fades the 8 and the 5, puts the 3 out in the open. Great speed on the cue ball to make things difficult for Savannah. I don't think that Savannah can get to the 6 with the cue ball, so unless she goes near vertical. 6 is also a little high from the short rail, making it difficult to, even more difficult to hit the good spot on the 6 to pocket it. So she just dinks the 3-ball. Here comes the cue ball. Full hook, and I don't think Savannah can get over that 4. It's really far away. Nice shot. Nice shot, and with the 6 and 7 hanging near the corners, well, 5, 6, and 7 hanging near the corners, Savannah is a big favorite here to be the first one to the hill. If I say Savannah, I meant Sophia. Preferable to either get all the way to the right side of the table or get close to the 7. If you're on the right side of the table, it should be really natural to get back to the 8. If you don't get a nice healthy angle on the right side of the table, the closer you get the better, because it becomes easier to control the speed of the cue ball. Just textbook clinical stuff from Sophia MAST. There he is. Sophia on the hill. Yeah, I've just met Savannah more regularly, like in person, and she's a West Coast player, and Sophia obviously from the East Coast, living in Florida. Yeah, it's always a pleasure seeing her, but just less often because 3,000 miles apart. It's really amazing how similar they are off the table, but also different. And it's difficult to understand what I mean by that unless you've met them in person. First dry break from Savannah there in a while. Last rack was a scrappy one. Wow. What a cut shot. It's so tempting to want to like jack up and try to draw this back, but it's also just so valuable to pocket the ball here and see where you end up on the 3 ball. Ooh, what a shot. It barely falls in. And then just overcuts the 3 ball a little bit in order to get the cue ball to move. Did she leave it? think, Mike.
Oh, now you want to talk to me?
You're the one that was sitting over there like borderline pouting. I don't know.
Just kidding.
I was scared.
I think she can hold here for the 4 off the 5. Doesn't need to. What's going on here? Fill me in. I was sweating Oscar's match over there a little bit.
First half of the match, really, and where the majority of Sophia's lead came from, Savannah's been kind of struggling to hide the cue ball on simple safes, like, half ball hit, splitting her rail to rail, but always leaving a full ball to work with,
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I was talking to Melissa about it. I'm pretty sure I wasn't there for a lot of their coaching sessions, but I overheard a bit of their discussions on a couple of safeties that they were working on, where Oscar was working with Savannah on simplifying things a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she's been trying to put that into practice here, at least in this match, in those spots, and just coming up a little short on speed or maybe trying to oversimplify where something that was maybe a little bit more cue ball movement would have actually been better.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how it is when you're trying to process a different perspective or a new way of thinking.
Yeah, I think Oscar's a good guy to get training from in terms of his safety play. I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of his game, if I'm being honest with you, and can certainly serve Savannah well. And you can tell she's already got such a well-rounded game as it is. But when you talk about, top-level talent or, one of these players that are on the rise, it's the smallest of percentages that make the difference.
Oh, yeah.
And being able to execute, those types of things in high-pressure moments are what's going to make that difference. Excuse me.
Speaking of a high-pressure moment,
I think she's got it.
she just got there, I
I think she got it.
Let's take a look. Oh, no. She might have to spin this ball a little bit. Never in doubt.
Got to start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
A lot of tight matches over on the men's side.
I know.
Sam Henderson up 5-4 on Max Eberly after trailing. Oscar up 4-3. Hunter trails Ricky Evans 7-6.
Do you know what
No.
players Jameson has beaten in that tournament? Are you aware?
Max?
Yeah. Another player who's playing pretty good this week?
Lucas?
No. Guy made a deep run in the 9-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Semi-finalist. Damien?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the kid just came back from...
Damien said that like 3 or 4 out of the 8 or whatever breaks he had, he broke and ran. Jameson golf.
He had a pretty traditional 10-ball break, and I mean that in a very complimentary way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything that was supposed to happen was happening with, I think they're using a template, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid's young, hitting them square. It's usually a good start, Shoots straight, makes good decisions.
Gets out.
Yeah. I mean, I watched probably about a rack and a half just a little bit ago of them two playing, and he had some tough shots, like some tester type shots, and he didn't rattle at all. This is What was that?
I think she was trying to put the cue ball over the 3.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
use
yeah.
the 3 as hindrance.
Okay, folks, just 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, we're going to give away the merchandise in the
Cecil got her.
silent auction. So you're
You think?
bidding out there. Get your bids in now. In 45 minutes, 7 o'clock, we're giving them away.
Cecil over there threatening people. Get them in now. Get the bids in now for the silent auction. Scratch.
Oh boy. How's this 1 ball look?
She might get the 3 foul here for the win. That 5's in an ugly spot.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any shame in going after it.
Trying to really wedge this cue ball between the rail and the 3 ball. Especially look at this, Mike. If you put the 8 ball, it's difficult to show. Or if you put the 1 ball in a place where it takes away the 1 rail kick at the 1 ball right here, and you can really wedge the cue ball in there. I don't think either ball needs to move very much to put a devastating safe on.
Let me ask you a question.
So,
How much of, again, I haven't seen any of this match, but how much of it do you think is like Sophia's in her head a little bit?
you mean Savannah?
No, yeah, like
Sophia's in Savannah's head a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of. So she came up a little short with the 1 ball. So the 1 rail kick is on here, where like if the 1 ball ends up here instead, all of a sudden it takes the 1 rail escape away. Makes this a lot more difficult to hit. It's a nice hit, but
I think she's got great instincts, and so when she doesn't, overthink things, she is just not just fun to watch, but
Savannah?
like, yeah. But it just seems like there's, I've only seen her come up, like fail on that 1 safe there, right? That 1 to the 3, or that 1 ball was by the 3 just a little bit ago, But it just seems like, I don't think it's her timing. I don't think it's her delivery. I think it's just, maybe a little bit of being tired after a few days of playing, coming off the World Championships as well,
maybe
That got away.
that did get away.
Savannah's happy to see that. That's for sure.
Was there any merit here to going for the run out, or are you supposed to lock her up right now?
No, I think you're playing to run.
Run to the 5.
To the 5, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're playing safe. I mean, it lays in a really good spot to be able to put her in a devastating safe, in that spot in the game. She hit it well. She's gonna need a little bit of fortune. No, I know she just came back from Sacramento. She knows how she not only learned from Oscar, but learned from Collins how to cut the ball real thin. So need not worry. I was giving you a compliment. You cut the ball really well. He's so annoyed at me right now. He's done talking to me. Okay. Ooh. See, that's what I mean, though. Like, you don't see her make mistakes like that very often. 5-3 in favor of Oscar. 7-6 still. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Can't see.
Good shot there.
What do we got here? 3-ball comes out.
I don't mind this. This is not easy.
Sophia has every shot like this so far. I'm just jinxing the crap out of her, but
No kidding.
every shot like this so far, she's absolutely jammed into the heart of the pocket. You know what I mean?
Look at this. She's on a good spot
I
here
know.
to play the 5 in the same pocket, man, after that tough 3-ball. This is the whole match right here.
Yep.
Right here.
She's got to go after it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this lays really good.
She's playing the safe route.
Wow, okay.
She's playing the safe route.
Are you
baby.
surprised at that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But then again, the way she played in the 8-ball tournament was pretty nip-tuck, pretty tight. You know what I mean? Like, just moving balls to
Beautiful,
tie them
man.
up, moving balls in front of, corner pockets and stuff like that, instead of going after runouts, right? And it served her pretty well over there. I mean, she won the tournament. So, can you blame her for following that game plan here?
You're so fun.
But you're an eye test kind of guy, so you just want to see it first.
See what? What are you talking about? See what? I've been watching them play for 4 years.
Oh my gosh. That was a heck of an effort from Savannah, barely missing the ball. Just barely missing the ball.
Played in the 18 and under 8-ball finals last night. Even if Sophia were to finish this run out, this would not be the end of Savannah's journey in this tournament. She still has, she'd be going over to 1-loss side from here. A little thick there. She's good. Sophia looking to move on to stage 2. All right. He's back cut on the 8-ball here. I don't know if we got another match, Collins.
Next.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
I just said I don't know if we got another match, Collins.
So what does that mean we got next, bud? I'll tell you what we got right here.
It's a pretty funny comment. Need to start calling Sophia Coyote.
Doesn't the Roadrunner always win versus the Coyote though? Like the Coyote
I don't
always
know.
loses.
I never really watched that show. I mean, I know I get the reference though.
It's Looney Tunes.
There it is. Okay. Well,
Sophia moves on undefeated into stage 2. And we are looking at Savannah trying to win one more match on the 1-loss side to make it to stage 2. She's got to try it. She's got to see. And I get there. Look, it goes right there, dude. Cut the 5 in. All right, guys. Keep your eyes peeled on the Billiard Education Foundation YouTube channel here on YouTube. We will go live here if we got another match coming up. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Mike. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go see what's up.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?